Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, alpha traders. We got up on the charts here. We got a little Bitcoin. Bitcoin in beast mode. We're going to give you a nice little stream today. BTC 60K or 40K next. Let's get into this shit. First, let me go over to this Discord. Let me get over to the Discord. There we go. Throw a chart up for these fine folks. Beautiful. All right, so we got BTC. Got BTC up on the VRE here with the distribution levels. Normal and Laplace distribution overlaid. BTC just sent a wick right into the first standard deviation to the downside today. Right through center of the daily volatility range. Question is right now, is BTC going to get back up in the 68.3 Laplace distribution range? That is in between these two white cross lines right here. If it does not, it gets trapped in this daily range. Could get a bigger dip. 95.4 Laplace distribution range is down here at about, let's get a number, 48,540 area. So there's a 95.4% chance BTC does not close the daily candle below there. 48,540 area. Let's see, first standard deviation to the top side, $51,240. Let's see what the 95.4 Laplace is to the top side. So it's down, there it is. Right about 52K. Right about 52K. $52,033 to be exact. Beautiful. Let's see what BTC can do here. Let's go over onto the regular charts. Let's see what's happening. I'm going to start on the daily. Okay, way outside the power mean band. We've got reverse wave trend down here at about 43,166. So, title of the stream today, 60K or 40K. On the daily, considering that reverse wave trend's at 43,166, seriously doubt this thing's going to make it to 40K. Even the 99 log return moving average, I'll tell you what, 99 log return moving average is down here. Let's get a perfect number here. 39,682. So it is possible. It is possible. But every day this is rising probably about, let's see, this thing's going to be over 40K. Probably about 41.50 tomorrow. Looking good. Let me pop up here on the weekly real quick. See how far this thing. Got the nice bounce off the 9 log MA. Wave trend has crossed up Fisher. Reverse Fisher is the gradient red and purple line here. Reverse wave trend is the white dotted line. Look, almost the entire power mean band. This is what we've been waiting for on the weekly, for this power mean band after the dump out down to the low at about 15.5 area. We've been waiting for everything to get back up above wave trend. Close of this week, to get back up above the reverse Fisher. Close of this week, it will do that. Got a dog that wants out. Let's go, girl. Come on. Go out. Go out, you little girl. Be careful. Jeez. She's getting old, boys and girls. Damn it. Okay. So that is actually looking pretty good. But if you want to look down here, there's a reverse wave trend that hasn't been tested. Let's see, when was the last test? Got up above it, came down, tested it. Week of October 9th. Been up ever since. Had a little pullback here. Came back up. That was very bullish. Very bullish. You can see the result of it. Beautiful. Weekly. Prediction model did flip. It is trending right now. Light trend, but still, it is trending. All right. Back down to the daily. Actually, weekly, still having an outlier. Locally here, no hidden bear div, no bear div of any sort. Returns oscillator has turned down. We'll have to keep an eye on that at this weekly close. Back to this daily real quick. Let's see here. And it was a higher high, so there's no bear div. Right, returns oscillator below the 0 hand. You guys understand what's happening here? This is why we use a returns oscillator. This is gonna be setting up some hidden bull divergence if we get a lower low. This returns oscillator on the daily comes down to the second standard deviation band, or right down here. It is going to create a lower low. You're going to get a higher low on the data set, unless this thing totally dumps out to the 9. 9 log MA is about 44. What is it here? Let's see, 44,314. Don't really see that move coming, but you never know with Bitcoin. And there's probably a lot of over leveraged longs here that probably need to be taken care of. Although some longs, wow, somebody took off a big position on Bitfinex. 1,017 Bitcoins just got taken off the books at Bitfinex. This thing was over 73K. Back down closer to 72 now. Got some shorts piling on. They got wrecked, literally wrecked yesterday. That's what happens. That's what happens when you don't take your profit, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said again, this thing, especially from the cross, which you can use, but I'd like to see a lower low from the bottom of the returns oscillator. It's already setting up hidden bull div. Still trending on the daily. You can see our entropy indicator looking good. Volatility, low length volatility is expanding, positively correlated. Now, 981, 2400 are expanding. They're negatively correlated, right? These were contracting. On this daily, they turned up. We're going to have to see this correlation break too. This could be a little bit of a down day. Could be a little bit of a down day. Let's drop down here onto the 4 hour. Okay, we had a higher highs here. Guys, that is healthy. Let me see from way back. Where was the top of the returns oscillator? Yeah, see? I mean, right here at the top of this candle. Had this little bearish candle in here. I'm not going to go for it. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use all these higher highs. And right now, what's happening on the 4 hour? Even if this thing comes down, this thing comes down to 48,840 to the 9 log return moving average. That's right. We don't use exponential or simple moving averages here. One simple reason. They lag, right? Price action follows returns. So why wouldn't you be using a log return moving averages? That's what we do here. Get used to it. That's what we do. So if you get this pullback, this will be a higher low. Here was the low. That would be a higher low. You get a bounce here. Return oscillator turn up with the lower low here. That is some strong hidden bull divergence. DLP is looking like it's wanting to break to the downside. So wave trend's not out of the question here. This is what I'm going to see. Does the 4 hour bounce off of this 9 log MA, or does it break it and you start closing a 4 hour candle below? We could see this reverse wave trend. It's all the way down there about 46.8. Let's see, 46. Let's get an exact number for everybody. 46,715. 46,715. Prediction model has broke to the downside, heading into a random walk. Low length volatility is contracting, positively correlated. That's a volatility telling you down. You're seeing this 4 hour candle down. It's right at the top of the power mean band right now. And you've got the 981. It's pegged up here at 100 percentile. 2400's at a 78. They're both negatively correlated, expanding. So this 4 hour time frame, everything's agreeing with this down move. So I am actually looking, let's see if we can get some confluence. So that 48,838. 48,838. It's kind of no man's land right in here. It's right below the daily. Wouldn't be a bit surprised to see a wick down into there and then a pull back up, close inside the daily, or you close up inside that daily volatility range. Those of you who don't know, it's this red line on the top side, red line on the bottom, center's right here. Right here. If you break this first standard deviation, like I said at the beginning of the stream, could see a 95 for Laplace to the downside, but that is at 48,521. 48,521. So just keep that in mind. 95.4% chance it doesn't close below there. Doesn't close. I would imagine if you would see a wick down here, it would probably pull back up. Let me see here real quick. Pull back up above that 9 log MA. And if that is the case, and the 4 hour does close above there, it is going to set up that hidden bull div. All right, a little confluence there. Not a ton, but it's there. 90 minute. Looked at this earlier. Starting to have an outlier here on the 90 minute.
As you can see, it appears that we are going down.
Indeed. So when I say, when you're having an outlier, what is an outlier with the variance indicator? First off, what is variance? Variance is a spread of data from the mean. What data? Log returns. Price action follows. Having an outlier means you're having a fat tail event within the distribution. It's a second standard deviation, or let's even be more proper here, 95.4% probability move or greater in progress right now. And when did that start? Outlier, let's see here.
Brain dance!
Yeah, it started from pretty much at the top. I can see this is definitely below, probably 95 for Laplace. Easy way to figure it out. So blow this sucker up here. Let's pull that up. Turn off the UPM. Actually, we don't have to. Let me turn on PB2 real quick, see where this is at. Alright, hold on, I'm going to have to move this forward. There you go. Where are you going to populate? There you are, my little friend. Let's drag this sucker. There we go. Let's bring it right about there. Nah, I'll drop this down on the 4 hour.
Say hello to my little friend.
90. Yeah, 90 minute. My bad. There we go. There you are, my little friend. Let's pull you up over here. Yes, my little friend. Actually, yep, start it right where the outlier started. There you go. There's the 95 for Laplace, this little red line here. I'll turn this off real quick. So, when you see that outlier flashing, it has completed. Now, so right now, during this projection, there's a 95.4% chance during this 4 hour candle it pulls back up, closes above 378. We're barely below it, 40 bucks, 50 bucks below it. No problem. Beautiful, beautiful. One other thing I want to check here, though, let's pull this on the 4 hour. Let's see. I'm going to take this all the way to the bottom, see where this thing's at. Right here after this pullback. Beautiful. Up here. Wow, guys. Tell you what, man. Yeah, this thing's up here pretty damn high. That's the 99.9999 probability level up here at the top side. Here's a 99.7 Laplace, 99.54 Laplace. Then you got the 68.3. All right, let's take a peek here. During this 4 hour candle, the 99.7 to about 47.7. Not really seeing that. We got a lot of different movements here too. Actually, we could pull this thing up on the 4 hour right to this big candle. Let's see where this thing's pulling back to. Yeah, nailed it. Pretty much nailed the 99.7. Now you're pulling back. So the 68.3 during this 4 hour candle, 48, right around 48.7. Right around 48.7. Go. Pretty much a 95 for Laplace, about 100 bucks below it. Looks like, so during this 4 hour candle, let's get this straight too. You're at the 95 for Laplace on the 4 hour candle. That's a skinny white line right here. That's also right in lockstep the first standard deviation on the daily, what you're tacking right now. Then you've got the 2 SD on this 4 hour candle, the skinny blue line. 3 SD is down here by the 95 for Laplace. So during this 4 hour candle, not only is there a 95.4% probability you do not close the daily candle below this level, during this 4 hour, there's a 99.7% chance it doesn't close below that, and that's at 48,568. About 700 bucks below. If we close these 15-minute candles below this 1 SD, and then you get outside the daily range, probably going to drop, probably like a rock really fast. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Catch some of these longs that didn't take their profit off guard. If you're in longs right now and you haven't taken your profit, what in the world are you waiting for? You've already lost. You've already lost a lot of the move. All right, let's see how much you've lost. If you were lucky enough to get in this position, right, from the top where you could have taken your profit any time here too. We'll just go from the latest high on the data set. Take a peek. Already lost about 2.15% of your profit. Silly.
You are not getting money back. Get out of my way.
Here we go. This thing's approaching the bottom side of the daily range. Let's see if we get a bounce here. This could just shoot right down right now. Let's freaking go. So that was the 90. Let me turn this UPM back on. Turn the PB off. That's right. Let's get some smacks in early. Got the perfect rejection off the zero mean to the downside here. There's no div. Right? Any bear div. Yep, lower high. No problems. This thing, I'll tell you what, you can come all the way down. Let's see, can you come down the Fisher? 48, what was that? 48,656?
Yeah.
And that is right there too. 48,656, a little bit below, right? Yeah, everything's down at this like 4 hour third standard deviation daily 95.4% probability level for Laplace distribution. See what this 45 is doing. Oh boy. Massive DLP candle. Massive DLP candle we had. Okay, so 45-minute candle just closed. Just closed right at the 33 log MA, below the bottom side of the power mean band. The only thing below, as you can see over here on the numbers, let's see. Actually, we're barely on top of the 33 log MA by about 30 bucks right now. Let's see if this kicks it back up. You're below Fisher though too. Reverse Fisher on the 45 minutes at 49,180. 48.4 is the 99 log MA down here. And we know what this area is. We're at 4. There we go. It's right here. Everything's right around this area. Everything's right around the daily 95.4 Laplace. Okay, let's see here. Starting to trend, starting a light trend on the volatility. Everything was expanding, negatively correlated during this move too as well. That's going to be a down move every time. Those of us that know volatility know these things. If you want to know more, join the Alpha Trading Discord. Links in the description of all these YouTube videos. Alright, good. Mute's not on. Beautiful. Last week did a stream. First half hour was on mute. Hope everybody enjoyed that. Little ghost stream. Just staring at charts that you probably don't understand. It's always good to have a little helping hand here. Let's see the 33 minute. Because those were lower lows on the return oscillator as well. Having an outlier on the 33 minute. Lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. These DLPs, though, are deep into these confidence intervals, and we know what happens there. Trend on the 33 minutes already at the deviation bands. Just breached the second. Third's right below it. Let me see that 45 trend. Yeah, boy, oh boy. If it does not kick up on that 95.4, we could even go deeper today. Just looking at that trend on the 45 minute. Got a lot of room to run. See, all the volatility is expanding on the 33 minute, negatively correlated, and the outlier. Everything's agreeing here. Everything's agreeing. Here's the 15 minute though. Did we set up any bear div at all? Nope. Lower lows. Even had a little local lower low here. Trying to hang on to the 99 log return moving average though. Just had wave trend. Look at all the rejections. First, you dump down below, right? You close one candle below the reverse fissure right here. Kicks back up, starts rejecting off the 9 and the 33 log MA, right? Rejection, 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 rejection. Then you start rejecting off the reverse wave trend. That was the last rejection right there. Had a little spill out. Boy, that's a nice clear out right there. Went back up to test the wave trend. After it crossed, I mean, it was crossing right here, but it did retest. That was up at about 49.9. About $600 higher than where it's at, and that thing pulled all the way back. That was about a $700 just quick little move. Bam, bam. Probably knocked a bunch of people out of positions that don't know how to trade these markets to begin with. They're watching YouTube Jimmy and his silly calls. Guys, these people are using lagging information and giving you a little bit of insight into these markets. I would highly recommend not watching these guys until they really get it, and none of them have yet. Let's see, the 99 log MA is down here at 49.149. Let's see if that can support down here on the 15 minute. Here's the problem. You're getting ready to cross up the zero mean. When you do that, look at the cross down through this zero mean. Right at the top here when you're rejecting off the 9 and the 33. So that will be setting up some hidden bear div. I do like this down here on the 15. Trend has turned back up. If this turns back down and stays in trend, we're going to get a deeper move. If it pulls back inside these two deviation bands and the prediction model flips, I'm looking for a little bounce here. Where to? Probably back to the 68.3 Laplace, at least to the downside. That's almost back up to 50K, about 630 bucks above. How'd you like after some quick math? Pretty good, huh? Yeah. Let's see here. Let's look at these RMLRs. See if we got any confluence here. Go to the daily. Actually, we got the 11 down here at what? 47.1. Today, not going with it. All right, we already talked about the probabilities. You go down here to 47.1. That's probably more like, let's see. That's probably going to be like third standard deviation, I would imagine. What did I say? 47. Sorry, guys. 47.1 area. 47.1. Where's the 3SD? About 47.326. And that is the top of the weekly range as well. This could get tested, right? Could get tested. Haven't had a full test of it yet. Got some wicks down into it. If I would have seen like the previous day, right on Sunday, if this would have came down, sent a wick through this daily range and pulled back up and closed like that, it'd be like full test. It's just not happening though. So that is a target. Today though, no. There's a 95.4% chance that it does not do that. So, and you also got a monthly resistance level. That is the first monthly resistance level when you're coming up from the bottom. That is flip support now, even making the case stronger. And you got the first support level on the daily volatility range, that green line. So yeah, this thing's looking pretty good. Seriously doubt it's going to dive all the way down, test this weekly range today. If it does, it's going to defy the probabilities. Which, hey, things happen. Things do happen. We have seen things close down by the 99.7 before. Especially traditional market earnings plays. You're talking 4th or 5th standard deviation. Come on, girl. Come on, can you get up? Come on, try. Give it a slow walk. Come on, girl. Hold on, guys. Come on. Get up here. I might have to pick her up and bring her in. Come on. Get that back leg up there. Come on, you can do it. Come on, girl. Oh, boy. Come on. Come on, one leg at a time. There you go. Here's my good girl. Get up here. Oh, guys. Oh. I'm joyous she got up here and sad at the same time because the time is nearing. Probably going to lose my little girl here at some point. Son of a bitch. Okay, anyway. Back on these charts. Hey, drink your water. Let's see here. Yeah, got a rejection. Look at that wick on the 15-minute. Went right to the center of the daily range. All right, guys, so these bears have moved down. Should we emoji trade today? Let's throw some emojis up here and have some fun. Why not? Ah, there's that little cub. There's that bear cub. We're going to place you right there, big dog. Let me even make you a little smaller. Make you a little smaller. We don't want you too scary. There you go. That's a cute little bear. I'm going to scoot him right up in here. There. The bears have moved down into that area. If you like to emoji trade, you guys, you're missing out. That's what we do here at Alpha Trading. We just emoji trade. It's a new style.
Wow! Wow!
Let me get the bowl up. There's that mean little bowl. So, because I am a man of probabilities and it dominates my life. If you start trading probabilities, guys, it's going to seep into everything you do. I'm not just going to tell you that. I'll probably pretty much guarantee it. You're going to start looking at life through the lens of probabilities, which in my opinion, everybody should do anyway. It's going to be a lot easier life. And this is just intraday right here. There you go. Just nailing this 95 for Laplace right now. So this thing's doing exactly what Alpha Trading just told you it was going to do when we were looking at our charts. And I'm going to throw the old bull. We got a tight little range here. There we go. Let's put the bull down here. I'm going to stick him right. Yeah, it's fine. Like right in between there. First support level on the daily volatility range. First resistance level on the monthly. That is support now. I'm going to bring it all the way down here, to be honest. Let's put it right here on this monthly resistance. It is support. So right now, we got a tight little range. Center of the daily, the bears have moved down. Why am I saying that? Well, number one, you got a stiff rejection right there on the 15-minute candle, right? The algos are sitting right there. I want to see this come all the way down to this monthly support and see what happens. Let's get a wick all the way down there. Because if the bull algos are here and they set up shop, probably going to rip it right back up to old teddy bear. There goes Ace. Boy, you should have heard the coyotes at 3 o'clock in the morning. They were right here, too. I should have let Big Dog out just to ravage him, but he's got a hip issue. Don't want him to get overtaken. They were going nuts. Had a fresh kill, I would imagine. Okay, let's see here. It's enough emoji trading. This is happening. We need to go to these lower, even lower time frames. Okay, busted there. Let's see what other 99 got tested here. 33-minute. Below it too. No problemos. Big outliers, guys. Big outliers. Guarantee you, I'm going to go over here on the liquidation charts. You're going to see all these longs getting liquidated. Everybody that got in this move down here at about 47.8, you're done. You're already done. You were done on this candle getting lit. You were done on these pullbacks. Tiny little pullbacks if you're over leveraged, guys. You were going down. Down. Look at the trend. I was just talking about how deep this 45-minute, these standard deviation bands are. This has got a lot of room to run. Okay, so the 45-minute, I mean to the dollar. What's the low here? 376. Pull this up. I mean, nailed the 99 log MA right there. Nailed it. Beautiful. Indeed. Let me see. 30. Yep, that was the beginning of yesterday. And that was the low. Let me see. What was the low of the day? Okay. Let's see if this kicks back up from here. Do like that, man. Found perfect support on that 99. Perfect support, might add. And got that wick, right? Got that wick right into the area we were talking about. Thing is, can you get back up above this daily range, especially the center of it? I'm telling you, these algos are right here. That's what this chart's telling me. Go down to this third. Let's, come on here. It's back up. Returns oscillators turning up. What does volatility do? Volatility's pegged up here. Wait a minute. I think it's contracting. Actually, it's expanding. Correlation positive. Beautiful. 981 starting to turn down and contract negative. Okay, that's a start. It is a start. So we were on the 15. Let me go this 9 minute. There's going to be bull div somewhere, and it was on the 9 minute. Here it is. Right, higher low, lower lows. Outlier. Outlier appears to be over. Trend on the 9 minute to the downside. First had a little trend right here. That was your first profit taking opportunity. Then the prediction model broke right when it came back in the second standard deviation band. As soon as it crossed back down, prediction model went back to the downside. Now it's turning up again. Turning up again. Look, low length volatility. All the volatility down here in 9 minutes pegged at 100 percentile. Low. Let's see. We got correlation 981. What are you doing here? Interesting. Huh. Yeah. So you're gonna need these correlations. Either you're gonna stay pegged at 100 and everything's gonna be positively correlated. I'm not getting a read on 981 for whatever reason. Probably a data feed error. But the low length is negative. So on the close of this 9 minute candle, I'm gonna see this shoot back up positive. And this could bring it back up. What's wave trend at? Wave trend on the 9 minute 49.8. Wow, man, that thing's pretty high. 49.8. Yeah, guys, right up here. Just like I just said, if this thing does return, you break back into daily, it's probably going to go to the bottom side of the 68.3, and that's right where, probably about, I don't know, $100 below it is where that 9 minute wave trend is. And I'm talking about the bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace. It's at 49.891. So about $90. Beautiful wick right down into there. Let me see something real quick. Let's have a little party. Let's see how many of these longs just got jacked up just in the last hour. Why you take so long? Come on now. Everybody's getting liquidated right now.
2 hours later.
Come on. Let's Here we go. It's starting to load up a little bit. Come on, you. Come on. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, look at all these longs in the last hour. 53 million. 53 million in longs just got liquidated. Shorts? How in the hell do you get a short liquidated in the last hour? Let's take a quick peek here. Right? Right there. Right? You don't take your profit at the first standard deviation or the center of the daily range. Why, traders? Because if you're not using these tools, you have no, and I'm going to say, fucking idea where this is at. All right? That's your first profit. And then this thing pulls back up, wick right to the bottom of the 68.3. So there's where the 5 million shorts got liquidated, right back top, right? And then wham! I mean, guys, look at these liquidations. It's insanity. Right? So, last 24 hours. Look at all those shorts that got liquidated on that move. Right? Now the longs are catching up because of this little dippy poo. That's right, I call it a dippy poo. Crazy, man. You guys and your leverage. Read So that could have been that little party. If this comes back up in this daily range, especially if you get back inside the first standard deviation here, probably going to see this data set right back up at the bottom of the 68.3. These bulls aren't dicking around. But at the same time, and look at all the shorts that just loaded up. Kidding me? Now you're loading up? We just looked at this. It was only up what? I can't even remember, but it wasn't that. It was like 20% or something. I think the shorts were up 20% on Bitfinex. I go back and look, it's up 50%. Maybe somebody just put on a really big position to the short side. I would love to see this guy get liquidated or these people get liquidated. Why? Because you don't know where the data set is when it comes to the volatility, the distribution levels. Do you have any idea what happened? Now, that candle tried to pull back up. It did not close back in the daily range. Right? So at this point, Mr. Bear could have moved right on down here. Let's see what happens. If this does not break, I'm telling you, we could see this level retested. We could see this level retested. But me personally, because I cannot stand people using leverage, I'd like to see some of these shorts that just piled on get liquidated. Let's see if we can get this one back up here. Oh, this guy's a hater. No, not really.
You win.
Not really. Okay, just cross a zero mean on this 9 minute. Telling you, man, this wave trend's up here screaming. Or the bottom side. 49,677. 49,677. Was it the top? Yep, about the top of the daily range. Pretty damn close. Within about 40, 50 bucks. 30 to 50, something like that.
Trade market open.
Oh, yes, we do. No, I can't leave these emojis running wild. Let me get rid of them. Let's get rid of our little emojis. Boop. Alright. Did have the market open, huh? Stick on that VRE. Let's see, so much slow go down to a little bit under $1.10. That's awesome when you're looking at Solana. Oh no, pullback. Oh, it's only 109.8 or 110 right now. Go Solana.
Whoa.
Gets us on the traditional markets. Dixie. All right, Dixie making a move. Go. Hey, there we go. Look at gold. 1998, 1997. Alpha trading for the win again. All you haters out there that don't even know how to analyze these markets to begin with.
You win.
Talks about gold pulling back inside 2K. You're like, yeah, you're full of shit. Gold's strong. We're going to have a zombie apocalypse. What are you going to trade for toilet paper if you don't have gold chips?
Got it!
Absolute knuckleheads. It all has a lot to do with Dixie. Look at that Dixie candle. No wonder BTC had a little pullback. It's pretty strong, man. Pretty
Emotional damage!
Guys, do you have any idea what Dixie just did? Jesus criminy, man. Go Dixie. Dixie just ripped through a tight daily range, tight weekly range, through the first weekly resistance, and is that the first monthly? Yeah, first monthly resistance. Went all the way up, nailed the 2SD. And that is the second resistance level on the weekly volatility range. See the little red dot?
Wow.
So, whap! Goes right up into the 2SD. So right now, there's a 95.4% chance Dixie doesn't close above. Let's just round it up a little bit. 104.9 area. 104.9 area. Could get a wick up here, by all means. And I'm just giving you these probabilities. Right? Just giving you these probabilities. There's still a 4.6% chance this thing can bust through here. Here's the third standard deviation and the top side of this week's range. So, not only today would there be a 99.7% chance Dixie doesn't close above 105.178, you're also 105.1 is the top of the weekly volatility range. Dixie just put a move on. I love it. Let's see where gold's at. Whee! Right when Dixie pumped, gold dumped. That's the way this works. You got to understand correlation, folks. And Dixie and gold.
As you can see, it appears that we are going down.
Very, very uncorrelated. No correlation there usually. And so what was gold doing up here, dicking around? Gold makes its way through its tight daily, goes up into the weekly range, sends a wick into the first standard deviation. Right when Dixie started to pump, gold was sending a wick into its 1SD onto the top side. Pulls back. Look at that. Didn't close that candle above the top of the weekly. Shitload of resistance here. And what happened? Guys, gold just dumped down through its second support level on the weekly. Right now, trying to breach the 95.4 Laplace. And that is the third support level on the weekly volatility range as well. You've got the second standard deviation down here. So right now, we got a nice little range in between the 95.4% probabilities, Laplace and normal distribution. Laplace is at about 1996.5. 2 SDs down here at 1992.97. So you literally got about, I mean, what do we got here? What did I say that 95.4 was again? 96. Yeah, you only got about a 3-point range. Not that bad. But yeah, so there's a 95.4% probability. And we'll go down to the 2 SD. Gold doesn't close below 90. Let's just say 1993 today. 1993. That was a great year.
Wow.
I was still a young man. Heading up the wolf pack, chasing the female wolves around. Oh,
You
how
what?
times have changed. Oh, how times have changed. Jesus, was that 30-something years later? Now he's a grandpa. All right, let's see. Damn, oil approaching 78 now, huh? Gotcha. Damn, silver really took a hit, man. Silver down 2%. God, I'm afraid to look at this chart. Where are you crashing to?
Brain dance!
Oh boy. Rejected. So right when Dixie had its little pop, silver sent a wick right into the bottom of this tight monthly volatility range. Crashed, look, can't stop right at the top side of the new weekly, then busted through. You're down here below first, at least you were. Silver's trying to find some support here. First support level, weekly volatility range, it's right here. 95 for Laplace and second standard deviation, real tight. That's a total magnet. About 22 bucks. So there's a 95.4% probability silver does not close below $22 today. And if you're watching these streams for the first time, you got to be quick. You got to pay attention. When I'm jacked on coffee, I talk quick. Let's see here. Any questions, though, join the Discord. Join the Discord. That's all I can say. When you get into the Discord, request the free volatility starter pack. All right? Yep, gold is puking, say Ron. But yeah, open up a support ticket, request the free volatility starter pack. You're going to get that with all the educational channels that go along with it. Access to the public chat where you should be asking questions. If you're not, you're going to try to hoe this road alone. Knock yourself out, man. We all had to do it. But hey, we're here to help. We'll drag you along kicking and screaming until you get it. And then you're also going to get access to these live streams. You can come in if you're not a shy person and ask questions live, right, to our massive audience at Alpha Trading. Guys, there's a reason, right? When you're providing this information to people trading the markets, I'm going to use that term, they do not want this information out there. You guys can say that's BS all you want, proof's in the pudding. Why would a channel so small get shadow banned, right? There's a reason. There is a reason. They don't want traders having leading information. You know why? Because the high frequency trading firms are the ones that have the leading information. The high frequency trading firms are the ones using the VEPS, volatility, entropy, probabilities, statistics. They're not trading lagging information, ladies and gentlemen. They're just not doing it. Billions of dollars on the line. You think they're going to use exponential and simple moving averages or the relative shitty indicator? No, they're not gonna, because it all lags. Wake up call. Wake up call. Let me see. Boy, this market is bleeding. Traditional market is just a bleeder right now. Shorts are up. Imagine that. Yields. Woo! Look at the 10-year. Almost 4.3. Goodness gracious. 1 year, pretty much 5%. See, futures. Corn up again today. All right, corn. What are you doing? What are you doing? 432 a bushel, huh? Cheap asses. Poor farmers. Let's see here. Speaking of farmers, wow. Having a little bit of a farmer rebellion over in across the pond. I love seeing it. Go farmers. My grandparents had a farm. Love farmers, man. They're good people. They're feeding everybody, for Christ's sake. Let's see here. A firm. Oof. Had a big old dump. PayPal been dumping out. Okay, where's NVIDIA? It looks like SMCI had a little pullback. Did NVIDIA make it to... I saw a little post earlier. Let's see. Where's NVIDIA at? Pop up here, bud. Nothing gap down below 7. Let's see what was the high? 745, 746. Okay. Too bad. We're just gap down through, though. Gapped right... a little bit below the daily. Here's the daily range right here. You literally gap down and send a wick through the 95.4. Here's the second standard deviation, the blue cross line, white cross line, 95.4 Laplace. Also, you're in this weekly range. Good luck, NVIDIA. Good luck, NVIDIA. The dollar's going to have to dump out for this thing to recover, in my opinion. You just literally, pre-market, you gap down right into the weekly to the 95.4. I would imagine this thing's probably going to close around 700 bucks today, if you ask me. But that can change. If you get these 15-minute candles back outside this weekly range, back inside this first standard deviation to the downside, probably going to run up into the 68.3 where this daily volatility range is at. That's what I'm seeing on NVIDIA. Let's give that SMCI, since we got a little race. And I'll tell you what, this SMCI, right? Super Microcomputer Incorporated. So this gap down just went to the first standard deviation. That's a blue cross at the bottom here. Yeah, this thing's got a lot more buy pressure than freaking NVIDIA right now. Let me see here. And there's the top of the weekly. Well, close enough, to be honest, yesterday. Coming down the bottom side of the 68.3. I would imagine that's inside 1%. Close enough. Kind of surprised. Oh, no. Here's the top of the weekly. Yeah, that's a little too far. I'd be a bit surprised to see this thing dump down again. Get tested, especially if the dollar keeps running. If that dollar keeps running, you probably see this turn back around. I mean, you're up here trying to get back inside the 68.3 Laplace. There it is. Just sent a wick pretty much to it. Let me see here. But you getting pounded? Damn, Shopify almost down 10%. Damn. I'll tell you what, man, markets are getting cream pied right now. Starfished and cream pied, ladies and gentlemen. What a combo. Good thing we got indicators that will allow you to see it coming. Right? It's going to allow you to see it coming. You put on your starfish pants. Let's see, VIX. Well, that VIX is almost up to 15 now. Whoa, all the options traders are starting to get excited. They want to sell premium so bad. You don't do that for low VIX, though. That thing's out of pop, man. Let's see here, Dixie. Yeah, Dixie making that little woo. I'm going to go back to Dixie real quick. And I want to see on low time frames. Is Dixie setting up hidden? Well, it sure looks like it is. Let's put Dixie on the charts. I said the chart. Traditional Dixie. You big sexy beast. Let me go up here on daily. I mean, as an American, you want a strong dollar. Problem is, these idiots just keep printing. I mean, I could ask a 5-year-old what happens when you just keep printing money, right? It's going to devalue the rest of it, for Christ's sake. And they just keep on doing it. It's almost like they're intentionally trying to wreck this country. Think about that for a little bit. Let's see. Because you're not going to attack the states. You attack it from within. And that's exactly what's going on right now, in my opinion. Let's see. Is that 981 contracting? Negatively correlated, too. Everything else is expanding positive. Dixie's on a mission. Look at the daily. You're sitting up above. You're above Fisher while the power mean band's starting to cross through. You get this 9 and 33. Boy, they're all piled in. Wave trend crossing back up on the daily here. Dixie's going to go on a ride. Dixie's going on a ride. There's been quite a few outliers at the top side here as Dixie's been recovering. There was the first, second, third. And that third started out as an outlier to the downside. This little pullback. Boy, it shot right back up above Fisher. Beautiful move here. Setting up hidden bull, or setting up some bear div right now. Indeed. This is coming off hidden bull. Right? Lower low right here. Bam, and it popped. Boop. Poppy, poppy. Trending. Got some room to run here too. You know what? Old Dixie, huh? Thing is, you're already up here at 95.4 Laplace, second standard deviation. And the top side of the weekly range. Holy shit, this thing is just... No, there's one more. There it is. There she blows. There at 105.1. That's right, 3SD. The way these charts look, Dixie could run up here. Wouldn't be a bit surprised if it did. See one more time. No, and that was just looking at the daily. Daily volatility is saying, let's freaking go. 4-hour volatility, let's freaking go. Low length, screaming, take your profit on the 4-hour. All right, screaming. Came down, tested wave trend, and just ripped on this 4-hour candle with an outlier. With what else? Hidden bull divergence. Lower low, higher low. That's how this game plays. Look at the DLP. Almost up there to 99% confidence interval. Another reason. So you got low length volatility and grade pegged at 100 percentile. The 981 2400 right behind it at 85 and 70 respectively. And you got the DLP almost at the 99% confidence interval. Clear of any bear divergence on the 4-hour to the top side. And you're trending. And you are below the 3SD band. In these cases, you could see a little blowout here getting ready to happen. It's going to be interesting. See how this plays out the rest of the day with old Dixie. Boy, this traditional market could actually absolutely get wrecked. Look at the 90-minute. You're way. The DLP is just screaming, take your profits. Even though you're in trend, look at the volatility. Everything, all the volatility except the 2400 is at 100 percentile with a grade. Another time frame. So far, just a workflow. Daily, 4-hour, 90-minute. This thing's going. Take your profit. Take your freaking profit. This is what people don't do enough of. Hey, I'm a trader. What are you trading? You just sit in over leveraged positions and get liquidated. That's not trading. That's being an ignorant, you know what. Let's see here. So trending still, higher highs, DLP coming back down. Got a bearish candle. This thing, there's no bear div, man. This thing caught a lot of people off guard. Even down here on the 45, we're starting to get some contraction now. Should have already taken your profit. Let's see here. That's what I'm looking for. 33. Okay, where's the bottom? Cross up. I'm telling you, man, if this returns oscillator drops below the zero mean and then turns back up on some hidden on 33, especially, look at the trend. This thing's not even trying to turn up right now. And these correlations really look like they're about to crack to the downside and get negatively correlated during this contraction. If that happens, this thing's going to walk right on up to that 3SD. Let me see the 15 minutes. This thing's setting up hidden? I would imagine so. Considering the way that 30, yep, there it is. Getting the lower low. And yeah, you can use the cross in it. So you got 2 points here. 2 points, variance is low, getting ready to turn back up. Prediction model did break to the downside. So you're going to have to watch this. You're going to want to see this 15-minute trend again, right? Prediction model flip back to blue and start trending to the downside. Everything's still, what are we doing here? Let me blow up this volatility. Little contraction and yeah, I'll tell you what, you get way down here though. I don't know if this is going to play out. This returns oscillator can keep dropping. Look at the DLP. Did set up some bear div there. Hell, is it already played out? You see this DLP pop again? And it can. Let's see, where's the band? Yeah, up here by the 99% confidence interval, but 2.5. Very interesting. Let's see if this 9 minutes turned up. Yep, on some hidden. Lower low, higher low. This can drop all the way down to the top of the power mean band. Right, this can drop all the way down to the power mean band. If that does that, it'd probably be right about the same time returns oscillator is breaching the zero mean. Then that thing could really pop on some hidden. To keep an eye on these low time frames. As gold dives deeper into the well. Deeper into the well. You're going to see the exact opposite here on gold. Let me start on 4 hour. Oof, God, that was ugly. What was that, the 9 minute? Oof. Gross. Okay, 4 hour. Let's see this thing. And the lower time frames we go here, you're probably going to be seeing a hidden bear setting up. I'm just looking at this chat. What the hell? Wrecked. Thanks for trying. Do come again. Oh, Yasha. You're awesome. Okay, let's see here. Wow. No bull div anywhere, and this thing is in a strong freaking trend. Everything's expanding on the 4 hour, negatively correlated. Let me throw this back on gold. Goodness gracious, man. This is looking like this thing got the power. Got the power.
As you can see, it appears that we are going down.
You're trying to find support on this 95.4 Laplace. It's right on. The gold's looking like it wants to dive to the bottom of the daily volatility range. Probably going to break 1990. Probably going to break 1990. Bottom of the daily. Bottom of the weekly volatility range. So, by the close Friday, real high probability gold doesn't close below like 1981. 1981. Oh, I was a real young man there. My high school was winning state championships in football. Remember them good old days. I think they won like 80 through 84 or something. 4 or 5 years in a row. Spanking them. Bunch of country boys putting the wood to people. Let's see here. That's right. Ring the bells. Ring the bells. I do see this thing coming down. Let's jump back over on this chart. Just giving it. So 2SD. So at this point, 95.4% chance doesn't close below 1992.5. Bottom of this daily range is looking like it's about to get wicky though. Below 1990. 1988.5. Let's see if we got some hidden setting up here. 90. Probably not yet. Nah. Be a bit surprised this returns oscillators. I was about to say it right before it populated. I was going to say I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see this returns oscillator turning back up now. And now, set up hidden, you're going to get a higher high. This thing, boy, I tell you what, gold's getting itself in a position here. These bears put a put a whack job on these poor full freaking souls.
Like sowing stew.
Yeah. Oh, look. I mean, this can go. Tell you what. On this 45-minute, if this comes up to the zero mean and rejects on hidden bear, look at the trend too, man. This trend's below the 3 SD bands. DLP is having fun down here, just filling up the 99% confidence interval. Wow.
It's a trap!
Gold got wrecked. I bet this is already setting up hidden on the 33. Let's see here. Close. Same thing on here too. Same thing. All it's got to do is come up here and reject off the zero mean, which 15-minute. Let's see. Got similar setup here. Variance coming down, positively correlated. We know that party getting ready right now. It's already setting up from the cross down. Yeah, the top of the returns oscillator here, you're already getting a higher high from there and the cross down. So 15-minute already setting up hidden bear. And look at the trend on the 15-minute. Gee, many Christmas, man. Deep trend. Deep trend. All the volatility's contracting, positively correlated. After what? Expansion negative. See the 9-minute. Yeah, it already played out right here. Already had some hidden. Yeah, there it is. Higher high, lower high. So this on the 9-minute, this continued move. This is hidden bear divergence on the 9-minute. That is not good. This thing's heading into a random walk. Prediction model flipped for like a split second and went right back to the downside when the hidden started playing out. You see that? Look at the top of the returns oscillator. If you see over here, right? The crosshairs are going to be there too. So I'm going to go right here with this thing flip back negative. It's right there at the top. As soon as that hidden started playing out, entropy was heading back into a random walk, but the prediction model flipped right back to the downside. All the volatility contracting, positively correlated. Gold's about to break 1990, ladies and gentlemen. Not just 2K. Let's see here. This hidden is probably about to... I was about to say this hidden's probably getting ready to bust through the zero mean. Kind of laid off a little bit. Look at that thing, just was like, oh, we're not going to crush them all yet. That has a lot to do with the probabilities. Has a lot to do with the probabilities. You got to remember where this thing's hanging out. It just dipped below the 95 for Laplace. Here's the 95.4% probability level for the second standard deviation normal distribution. Right, the bell curve. This is a lot of you are going to remember what the bell curve is. Well, you remember of it. Might not remember what it is, but Laplace distribution now, guys, there's nobody using this. Alpha trading for the win. I have not ever seen anybody else use Laplace distribution, and it is powerful, especially intraday. Especially intraday, and when you understand volatility ranges too, right? When you understand volatility ranges. Look how tight gold's daily range was. You know what that's telling you right there? Trend. This thing trended right at, low time frames definitely has some trend up to the top of the weekly range. Really went into trend to the downside. We all know bulls take the stairs, la 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 la, la 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 la. Bears take the elevator. All right. So once again, 1992, about 1993 is this 2SD. Looking good. These charts are just making it easy. I'm sure some people are like, man, this guy just flowing through this. Man, this has got to be easy. This shit is not easy. Trust me. Just been looking at these charts for years now. And turning back up. Okay. Turns oscillator is bouncing off the zero mean. Problem is, it's actually not a problem. We could get a little recovery here on low time frames. And what I'm talking about is probably maybe bottom side of the power mean band. I mean, has this got the power to come all the way back up to the 6-minute Fisher at 2016? I don't really think so. Is what this can set up though. You get a higher high here, then have 2 stabs of hidden. This thing is just going to rip to the downside. But as of right now, this is probably going to turn back up. And it makes sense. It makes sense if you understand the probabilities. This thing's going to try real hard to get back up inside the 95 for Laplace and the 3rd support level on the daily. But you can see it's just leaking. Bleeding out. Thing got shanked. Didn't even know it. What do you got to say about gold? Oh, is that what it is? Gold slides as hot U.S. inflation data dashes hopes of early rate cut. I mean, guys, stop watching the news. It's all bullshit. Number one, the rejection happened right where the bears were sitting. See, this is what people don't understand. You're going to sit there and read the news, read the Financial Times and all this shit and think you're going to get a beat on these markets. You're not. You're not. But when you know where this weekly range is and where the bears are sitting, and you have a tight monthly, this is a no-brainer. It's got nothing to do with data. This data, yeah, right? All this data, yeah. It's got nothing to do with the news. They use it to manipulate you guys. Stop it. Stop it. So what, they're going to come out with the news after gold dumps? How many points, for crying out loud? Jesus. See here. Our percentage from the top. We know where this wick was. That went a little higher, but we'll do wick to wick. Yeah, this thing's still spilling. Yeah, after it's down about, what, 2%? Something? Yeah, right about 2%. Then they're going to come out with some news. Oh, it's this. This is why it dumped. Had nothing to do with the volatility ranges or the trend, the entropy. Crazy. Let me see here real quick, too.
But the author was really smart.
But, man, I'm telling you right now, this is bullshit, man.
But that journalist has won awards.
Right. Guys, look at all the hidden, too. Look at all the hidden on the 4 hour on gold. Look at all these lower highs. All these lower highs. All these higher highs on the returns oscillator. This is what the returns oscillator is all about. It's going to let you know what's about to happen. And so, if you're setting up all this hidden, all these lower highs, and then you get one more like local high here, but it's up there, top of the weekly range and the 4 hour wave trend. This thing turned down. This was heading into a random walk to the top side. Boy, that turned down quick. Look at entropy percentile. Holy shit, man, that is deep. High. Sorry, not deep. Damn. And everything on the 4 hour. Everything on the 4 hour is expanding negatively correlated. We already went through this. I'm just revisiting. And you got lower lows. There's no bear div at all. You know how long this is going to take to set up? A while, especially on the 4 hour. You can see gold stuck down here the rest of the week, especially if Dixie keeps on moving to the top side. If Dixie keeps moving to the top side, I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see gold hitting these 95.4% probabilities throughout the week. Really taking this thing down. So, what are we going to do? Let's see why. Let's see. Let's go over to these RMLRs on gold. That's McClown World impression for everybody trading traditional technical analysis and listening to the media, listening to anybody talking about the financials. It's just ridiculous. They don't even know about the VEPS. But meanwhile, you can see all these little wicks going right to these little dots. Those are the distribution. And as far as it goes on the daily, there, that little pink dot right there is a 95.4. See that little wick right into that blue dot? That's that second standard deviation. They got tapped right there. Wick right into it. Goodness gracious. This is why they don't want this information out. You get any good traders over here watching these streams, they're going to drop everything they're doing and be like, what the hell is going on? I didn't see that. Of course you didn't. You're using lagging information for a reason. It's been forced upon you. Right? And so you just gobble it up. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, I see Veddy back. All right, Ved, where you been? Nice, probably busy like the rest of us. I get it. I get it. So now these low time frames. This thing's probably coming up here to retest some of these levels. Come on, populate, you little sucker. Time is at 10. Yeah, and then just bull div. I mean, that was perfect. This would have broke the zero mean. But this is the thing. When you were approaching on that hidden, right? And this hidden, usually you're going to get the big move when it drops below the zero mean. It immediately started turning down. But we all know the bottom down here was at the 95.4% probabilities. Another reason why it didn't break the zero mean and it's bouncing on some bull div. Because what I see happening, if this goes back up to over 2K, let's say it goes back up to 202 area, guys, it's just going to set up more hidden bear. Just going to set up more hidden bear. I mean, this is natural, and Dixie's rising still a little bit. It's pretty natural for this to happen. Right? It's imbalance in the buy and sell pressure. So you need to understand real divergence. You need to understand real divergence. And here's the thing, too. If you go from... No, you're not going to be able to do that. You're going to have to get a higher high here to set up more hidden. And it will do that if this does creep back up in here. And at this point, every 6-minute candle that closes, I'd love to see the wave trend retested. But that's going to be way out here. And I don't know if that's going to set up hidden. More likely, this is going to reject right here. And what is the bottom? 1999, just under 2K. Just under 2K. There you go. Weekly support. In between the weekly and the monthly support. And that is the second weekly and first monthly on a super tight monthly range. This month, gold's going to be ripping around, man. Gold is going to be ripping around. You're trying real hard to get back up above this 95.4 Laplace. I mean, at this point, these bears are dug in deep in the distribution today. They are going to give the bulls hell. They are going to give the bulls hell. And I'm going to go back to the point where I really do think this thing's going to close around the bottom of the weekly range. Really could. If this closes outside the 95.4% probabilities today, gee, many Christmas. I mean, in my probability and volatility range head, I'm saying it's going to bounce down here. But we've seen data sets close outside these ranges here recently, right? And in 2023 is when it really kicked up. A lot of volatility. And I saw headlines the other day, oh, volatility's back. Volatility's never gone. This market's all about volatility, nonstop. That's why people are like, oh, there's no volatility. There's always volatility. Always. But is it expanding or contracting? And what's the correlation? Right? And how do you even get that to begin with? Nobody knows how to do this. Coming to Alpha Trading will teach you. We'll teach you how to do this. We correlate everything. First, you have to have an indicator that you can even do that. Right? And there's not a lot out there. Oh, nice. Yeah, you gotta love them airdrops, my friend. God, I love. Yeah, FTX. Yeah, a lot of people got caught up in that, man. That's just one more reason you cannot leave money on these exchanges, man. It's what we talk about this all the freaking time. You just can't do it. And this is one more reason why you do not swing trade volatility. Because if you're swing trading volatility, your assets are on the exchange. You trade intraday volatility, and you get those. Yeah, my friend. And you get those assets off the exchange at the close every day. Or when you're done trading for the day, even if you're looking at the charts, you see volatility, you see some div getting ready to play out. Boom, send some money onto the exchange. And when you're done with the trade, just pull it right back, throw it right back in the hardware wallet. Safe. And that's another thing. There's this big misconception out there, and that's why you see all the gaslighting going on about crypto. They don't want all people, especially people that aren't into cryptocurrency yet. Do you think these big banks are going to come out and say, "Hey, by the way, we want to be the custodian for all your cryptocurrency. You can trust us." Your crypto's not safe. You know why? Because you are a bank. These big banks are going to compete with you being your own bank. Why in the world, being your own bank, would you let another bank hold your money? Makes zero sense. Is what you need is a safe, and that is a hardware wallet. So everybody out there listening, get one. Get one. There we go. Right back to this 2SD. Yeah. I mean, Dixie slowly rising. It's kind of stuck up there. So, I mean, you got gold at the 95.4% probabilities, the downside. You got Dixie at the 95.4% probabilities of the top side. You know, it kind of makes sense. We could get a little pullback on Dixie, could get a little pump on gold. All right, that's all. When you have both of them at those 95.4% probabilities, 95.4% chance, Dixie doesn't close above that level and gold doesn't close below that level. All right, let's freaking go. Whew! Okay, I talked for an hour and 4 minutes. Like, I mean, just... What's up, Yasha? Got anything? What else can we look at? Let me see here. Hold on. Let's take a quick peek. I know what I want to do. Oh, wait. That's right. I was looking at gold, RMLRs. Let me get up here on the 5-day. Ew, Jesus, that daily looked like crap. Well, there. Ooh, God. Okay. Might have to change this up. Tell you what, man. Friday, if gold closes below this 30-length RMLR, oh my gosh. Right now, pretty good range, and it is breaking it. You had a pretty good range, especially next week. The 30-length RMLR is going to be about 2001. The 11's pulling back to about 2083. It's got about an 80-point range here. If gold closes this week below this RMLR, 33 power mean, you're going to see gold down here at about 1970. That will come down. I mean, that's what this is all about. Kind of giving you a little... My God, is this thing just going to flush out? Where is that at?
Yeah.
1970. That's way below the weekly, though, man. It's only actually about 10 points. It would not surprise me at all to see a wick into that area. And what's this next monthly support? That's going to be the second monthly support, 1963. 99.7 Laplace, pretty much right around that 1970 area. Third standard deviation, 1978. If it breaks this daily volatility range, this thing is going to fall like a hammer right down to this other weekly support. 1981, this thing could drop another 10 points. Dixie's starting to fucking roar a little bit. 104.8 now. Let's see what Dixie's doing. Yeah, those low time frames, that hidden bull. Remember, the high of the day was right into the top of the daily volatility range. If Dixie breaks this volatility range, you know, a lot of people, and I've said it before, that's a cap. That's a cap on price action. It just shows me, you break these volatility ranges, that the bulls are just off the hook, man. So the buy pressure is immense. That's why it's busting through. And that's how you got to be when you're looking at these indicators. You got to be able to adapt to things you're seeing with this, because this is real-time info. This is not lagging information. It's going to have you in the poorhouse. We already showed you all the liquidations because people don't know where these levels are at, right? People do not know where these levels are at, which is unfortunate. But we're here 5 days a week teaching it. So come on over. Come on over. I'm always going to get both sides.
Let's do the money dance.
It's not like I'm just going to give you signals. It's never going to happen. I'm always going to talk about both sides of the probabilities. But if you read between the lines, pretty obvious. And I don't even know the last day where we didn't nail the moves. I mean, it's just, that's what happens.
Yeah.
So people need to realize when you have real leading information, you know, at the beginning when we started doing this, we were talking about it. But in the back of your mind somewhere, you're like, oh, I don't know, is this real leading information? What's going on here, man? Is this the way to do it? And as time just goes by and rolls on into the future, you just, man, I'm telling you what, you start to really see it. Really start to see it.
I see things. I see VEPS.
I see dead leverage traders.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. Huh.
Yeah.
The Russell's getting just worked right now. Russell is just getting worked. Leading the crew. I mean, the ETF's down almost 4%. That's a hell of a move intraday. God, this is going to look brutal. Yikes. Holy shit. Right down into the... Russell. Look at Russell. So, throughout these weeks, right, Russell... And back here, let me see here. Yeah, look at this. Got up through last week, busted through the monthly volatility range, weekly volatility range, had a great weekly close. Just gave it all up. Just gave it all up. Were you in an options trade? Did you take your freaking profit? Well, no, man. That was like this expiration was like, I don't care when the expiration was. You take your profit in options too, right? Especially if it's American style. It's just crazy, man. Get out of the damn position because you just got wrecked. If these people that traded to Russell going into the end of last week did not take their profits, they just got wrecked. And here's another little insight. I'll tell you what, man, the more I'm looking at stuff, this dollar could be getting ready to just absolutely go nuclear. The Russell ETF here drops through. Look at this macro volatility. You already gapped down. You're almost at the bottom of the new weekly range, which this thing was set up perfect for this to go to the top side. If Russell breaks this monthly range, it's going to be a bad week. Bad week for the Russell. Can end up closing down here by the at least second. 190? Yeah, 186, 187. Where is the bottom of the weekly? There's one more level down here. There it is. 183.6. Definitely in the cards. Definitely in the cards. But like today, let's see, 68.3, Jesus. You're literally down here. There's a 3SD right by the center of the monthly. I would imagine this is going to kick up. I would imagine this is going to kick up off this monthly range here. And I'm just talking intraday. Intraday. There's a 99.7% chance that Russell ETF here, IWM, does not close below about 194. So you got that going for you.
You got Lido's still up about 5% on the day, even though it took a bit of a turn south on this current 15-minute candle.
What did?
LEIDOS, call sign is LDOS. Lidos or Lidos.
LDOS.
LDOS.
Whoa. Oh, Lidos. Oh, yeah, them.
Oh, yeah.
It's Leonidas in the 300.
Isn't that right?
That's right. Holy
He
shit.
shoved someone down a well, and then his price went down.
Yeah, earnings. Earnings.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of earnings.
Earnings.
Did you take a profit on your earnings on the 300 here?
Exactly.
They just fought off the Persian horde. Oh, boy. My dog in here? Yeah, she's a good girl. Damn, dude.
So there's an example of earnings where the asset went up once at the same time as the earnings were reported because they got better than expected. But that's not always the case, right? We often see that, like especially in companies that are yet to be profitable, if you have positive earnings higher than expected, but you're not profitable, then they hammer those stocks. Usually, that happens a lot.
Dollar is working, everybody. Dollar is working, everybody. Affirm. How you doing, Affirm?
That peg is heavy.
They probably had freaking earnings too.
Dollar peg
just
is
getting absolutely wrecked. No earnings on Affirm. Just getting pounded. Procter & Gamble holding strong. You got a couple. You got Procter & Gamble. You got Progressive. Yeah, insurance. Just talk about a scam. My God.
Yeah, Procter & Gamble makes sense. You normally have,
TNX, huh? The CBOE 10-year Treasury note yield up 2.6. Good Lord. Well, you can see what the big boys are doing. 3.9. United Airlines. Get out of here. Yeah, that's Shopify, though, man. It's a wreck city. It's just a small little sample size of some assets in traditional markets. My God, what happened to natural gas? Holy shit, man. Boils at 15. Wow. U.S. fund 15.67. Look at the futures. Holy shit, man. Natural gas futures are at $1.66.
Yeah.
What the?
Waste management is up nicely, which is,
How could it ever be down?
Everything else is flushing down the toilet. Waste management is up. That's good to know.
Yeah. There's always garbage. Never going to run out of garbage with humanity. Some of humanity's garbage, so what are you going to do? They are the garbage. We are the people. That VIX is a rising, boy. VIX is a rising. All right. Let's see here. Dixie making a run, boy. It's breaking above these probabilities, boys. Downey, man. Could if I can put in some work here. Remember, top of the weekly with 105.1. Making a run right back at this. What was it? Yeah, 2SD. My bad. Making a run right at this 2SD again. The dollar closes outside the second standard deviation. You guys realize during this 4-hour candle, this is the 5th standard deviation. You're above the 4th standard deviation on this 4-hour candle. Pretty powerful. And to find support on the 3rd resistance level. Just bullish, man. Just bullish. But you see where these algos are at. That's all this is doing. They're buying up. Let's go. Back to crypto. Let's go back to crypto. Boy, I bet the dollar's wreaking havoc. Let's take a pit stop on freaking. Yeah, it's up on the euro, 0.56. I'm surprised these aren't bigger numbers. It's only up on the pound, 0.32. There we go. It's up on the Aussie dollar, over 1%, 1.15. Up on the Canadian dollar, almost 1%. Surprised that's not more. Talk about a rogue government. Good Lord. Come on, wake up, Canadians. Take your country back from those commies. Let's see here. I had a great time in Canada. Whistler, British Columbia. What a freaking fun place, man. What a fun place. Let's see. Went up there and did some skiing. And stopped in Vancouver, right? Enjoy the city. I highly recommend skipping it. what a cesspool, man. What big cities aren't these days? But Vancouver's a work of art. It's like Seattle on steroids, if you want to know. Anybody that's been there can probably affirm that. It's like Seattle on steroids. Let's see here. Lawlessness, drug use. Just incredible, man. Open air drug markets at this park. I can't remember what this park was called, but it's right in the middle of town. And I'm usually not like very fearful. I got there, I was like, I don't feel safe here. I don't feel safe here.
It's a trap!
Didn't have a sidearm, so really didn't feel safe. Where everybody else, all the people breaking the laws that got them. Wake up, Canadians. Wake up, Australians. All they did is strip you of your gun rights. Let's see here. Hey, we only want the bad people to have them. Crazy, man. You think the criminals are going to follow the laws? Give me a freaking break. Oh, we need gun-free zones here. So the good people can't stop the bad people. Fucking ridiculous. All right, on to the next. Let's see. Crypto. Wait, U.S. Oh, wow. Ruble giving the U.S. dollar some shade, though. Barely up. U.S. dollar barely up on the ruble. And, hey, man. Quatcha, not that bad. Only down 0.4%. Only down 0.4. So, what, 26.75? Ain't that bad. Let's go to crypto. What you doing, BTC? Hanging around 49 now. 48.5. Oof. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Just loving that 95 for Laplace, man. Loving the 95 for Laplace. Okay, let's see now on Bitcoin, since we strayed away for a little while. Let some hidden bear. Let's see if the hidden bear is setting up on Bitcoin. If we got some bull. I want to see the bull. Where the bull? There, nice bounce right here would be fine. Get a nice bounce on the zero mean. I'm going to go up here to the 90 minute. These are my real intraday time frames. I will take a look at the daily and the 4 hour pretty much one time. Maybe at the 4 hour close, I'll take another peek. I'm telling you right now, this 4 hour needs to get back up above this 33 power mean. And it's below wave trend. Look, this 4 hour candle went up, or 90. This 90 minute candle went up and rejected off 33 power mean. 47, huh? 47.265. We got reverse Fisher down here. Let me see here. Yeah, definitely got. Let me see. Where was that low at? Yeah, man. That'll work. Got a little bit of bull div setting up here. A little bit of bull div setting up. Good thing. This like pullback on the DLP really wasn't a lot of div. A little weak. Some weak bear. This thing turned back down. Trend to the downside though. I do like what the volatility's doing. All right, especially 981's contracting negative. Boy, these correlations look like they want to break back positive during this contraction, huh? Yes, indeed it does. Barely hanging on to this 95.4. Then last support, right? Second standard deviation. And that is the first resistance on the monthly that has flipped support. Beautiful. And one more time, 95.4% chance Bitcoin doesn't close the daily candle below about 48,170. 48,170. Let's see here. Drop down here lower. Yeah, it's not here on the 45. We're going to drop real low. You're barely hanging on. You see it on the 45 minute? That's why we use the 99 log return moving average. Just hanging. Hello, here we are. Now let's bounce. Although, remember, we talked about this 45-minute trend. It's dropping. But you got the deviation bands coming up. This thing's probably going to meet up here about negative 140, 135 right in that area. Let's see, we contracting. Yeah, low length's contracting positive, though. 981's contracting negative. 2400 kind of went flat, and it is positive. Could we get a pop back up to this wave trend? About 49,320. We could. There's just no div. Let's see if there's some bull div down here. Lower lows, man. Lower lows. when you see lower lows on a data set that's dumping out, high probability, it's going to be setting up some hidden bear for some continuation. Just like the 15 minutes doing from the cross down. Bingo. And we already talked about this, right? And that cross down happened right on when it was getting ready to reject from the reverse wave trend. As it was crossing down, reverse Fisher. And now everything is crossed down Fisher. Could we get a move back up to 49,145 here real quick and set up some hidden bear? Absolutely you can. Absolutely. Can we see a $250 move here? $300 move real quick? Probably. It's got to get back up inside this 9. And it's got to... Hold on. Let's see what the top is here. BTC's in trouble. BTC's got some work to do, man. You get down this 15-minute time frame. You need the bulls to come alive and get this thing back up above Fisher. I mean, no matter what you hit here, this thing's going to be setting up some hidden bear. And if it keeps moving up, who knows? This returns oscillator could create a lower high from back here, but I'm going to use the cross, and it's strong right now. The hidden is strong. Now look, to the downside, the trend on the 15 is turning back up. On this 15-minute close, this likely is probably going to break back to the top side of the 2SD band. Let's see if the prediction model flips positive. If it does, we're definitely going to see probably 145. If it breaks through the 99 log MA, could see the bottom of the power mean band. It'll probably be around 400 at the close. Wave trend's probably going to be about 6, right around 600, 48 or 49.6. So we're talking another almost $1,000 move back to top side. Shorts, you out there? Did you take your profit? Probably not. Probably not. Oh wow, yeah, been around a long time. Jesus, 1812. Oh, good year.
Yeah.
Coincidence?
Right.
We need probabilities in our life now. The world's falling apart. That's a trip. Where the hell did you get that? Yeah, I mean, knowing Yasha, he's got this book. He probably has this book at his house. Yeah, wow. 1812.
You want to know if the Frenchman has a Simon de la Place book? Is that what you want to know?
Good stuff, bro. Good stuff.
It may also be on the website of the Mathematical Association of America, the MAA.
I got you.
Yeah.
This looks a little bit better. This actually, where this 9's setting up. You got to understand though, when you're on these low time frames, getting these lower lows, you're getting the higher lows on the returns oscillator, setting up bull div. See, people get trapped up and forget about top side. This top side setting up hidden bear. Every bull div point that produces here is setting up more hidden bear. And you get one more higher high here, and this comes up and rejects off the bottom side of the power mean band, the continuation is going to be brutal. Probably right back down to the 95.4 or second standard deviation area. Prediction model, look, broke back through, heading into a random walk. It's still to the downside. You're going to want to see this 9-minute prediction model. So that's giving me a little insight into the 15 that it's not going to break positive. It's going to stay negative. Let me see here. The dirty little donkey. It just changed. It's flipping back and forth. How much time? We got 2. Yeah. Come up here and close right at the 9-minute 95.4 at about 880. About $130. Close up there. His prediction model's going to flip. It's trying right now. I flip back and it's blue, and I'm like, oh, that just shot that out of the water. That's what you're going to want to see. You want to see the prediction model flip back to the top side. Because all this bull div, it was setting up, and we're getting this little move here. Right? I mean, it was setting up here. No, it wasn't. Lower low. There was the first pop right there. There was the first pop of bull. What did it do? Set up more hidden. Spilled back out. Set up more bull. And he didn't even get really, so it was weak on that second. No, actually, it was a little bit of a lower low. Blow this up.
And again, the asset is in a ranging week. So to see this up and down stuff, not a surprise.
No. See where this 6 minutes at. Jesus. This power mean band already caught this. Yep. You're right here. Moment of truth. Well, you got the 9. You got the 933 log MA Returns are back above the mean. Variance is rising. If it gets by this 9 log MA, you're going to revisit wave trend here at about almost 49.5. Got to start crushing back into this power mean band though. If it rejects right here, there's no div. Right, no div. Didn't get a higher high. Got that going for you. Data set. Allow. What are you doing? All right. Talked myself almost right to the end of the stream. Got about 5 minutes. Any questions from those watching? Any questions? Alpha Voice chat. Ask in there. You can look at that cool cover page of the freaking probabilities by our buddy Francois.
This is his Francois. It's his introduction. You know, like explaining the purpose of the. It's like a 2-book set, right? Anyway, it's all about like his probabilities and stuff, and how and it's like in the introduction, he basically explains a little bit of the basic topic, and then thanks to people who preceded him or helped him or whatever, Huygens and Pascal and all these other mathematicians,
right?
Who did their part of the work that were the building blocks upon which he built his foundation for his analytical theory of probabilities.
Indeed.
Anyway, fascinating bathroom reading if you like a good math book.
Yeah, really crunch the numbers while you're crunching a number.
Exactly, and there are English translations of it. It's not only in French or something. It's been translated into many languages. But yeah, that guy was actually like brilliant at space science stuff, not just math for weapons. And chemistry and other things.
This variance.
He figured out some really cool stuff about space.
Did these variance outliers, the spread of the data, did that thing set up div? That set up hidden bull? Or hidden bear? What the hell? I'm gonna have to research this, man. I've talked about this before. It's just tough to think that just pure variance could be setting up any type of div at all. Keep your eyes on that.
Yeah.
Definitely higher high on them freaking outliers. Or then it just continuation. Now you're having, this is the moment of truth right here. I mean, literally doing exactly what we said it was going to do. It's got to close some 6-minute candles back up above this 9 log MA. If it does, it's going to fly up to the wave trend. Fly up to the wave trend. And I'll tell you what, that would blow hidden out, man. Especially from right here. Yeah, you're already. Let's see if this can happen. It's trying to push through this area right now, and I'm telling you right now, crypto is going to be a lot more resilient than the traditional markets right now.
Yep.
As you can
Very
see.
likely.
Very likely. Let me see Dixie. Yeah, Dixie pulled back to what, under 7.5 again. All right. Dixie's ranging, but of course, and we know. And gold, look, gold's still humdinging around the 95 to the downside. Dixie's humdinging around the top side. Meanwhile, Bitcoin can put in some work here. Having a 6-minute outlier too, probably going to push right to the wave trend. If you want the reversal on this daily, this thing's going to have to. It's all going to start down here. 3 minutes, probably retesting it right now.
Yeah, plus you're out on the 6-minute. You not only have that wave trend outlier, the variance outlier, but you also have the entropy in a random walk with falling negative correlations. So yeah, price currently go up.
Wave trend just crossed back up 33 power mean here too. Yeah, we're probably going to see like 149, 140 here real quick. Come up 3-minute wave trend. And they're both, right? The 9 and the 33 log MA. That's why they're blue right now. When this variance check is blue, and you can set the colors up however you want. I just do them to model my colors, and it means log returns are above the mean and variance is rising. All right, let's see.
49,286 on the 6-minute would be where it would revert to for the 3012 RMLR. From whence it came.
And so you see the returns oscillator turning down? Well, look, it's a higher high right now. They're both higher highs locally. This thing's good to move here. Just got a new 3-minute candle.
And 6-minute, yep. And 15-minute and a half hour.
33.
So many new
likely.
candles. Wow, look at that.
Right now,
An hour and a half to go
if you
back.
get back up above this 3-minute wave trend and Fisher, wave trend and the 33 power mean. The 33 power means the pink dots. The white dots are the reverse wave trend. Gets above there, it's going to go right to the top of the power mean band at about 49.322. Let's see here. But now, if this thing pulls back, is what you're looking for here, is going to be some hidden bull. Unless we just get a bounce off the zero mean here. Won't be on any bull div. Right? But, the way this is looking, I mean, that outlier did poop out, but variance is negatively correlated, so this is good to walk up. I'm surprised this thing didn't already just send a wick real quick up to like 49.150. Couple hundred
We
bucks.
can get to the
Couple
we can
$100.
get to the center of that building range there real easy.
Yeah, we're right at
Or at least
31.
RMR.
90-minute streams for the win.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good number.
Yeah.
2 hours is too long. 90 minutes is about perfect. Probably too long still for somebody. But as you can see, there's so much. When you have all this information, I mean, I could probably do a 4-hour stream and never stop talking. You give me assets to look at, it'll just never stop. I could go 24-hour streaming probably. You give me enough coffee.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, man. But hey, guys, you're always here. Appreciate you guys in the Discord. You guys are awesome. Always pumping out charts in the chat. But yeah, hey, if you got friends out there trading these markets, put a little bug in their head. What do they got to lose? This isn't going to cost them anything. Come check out a live stream. Come just watch it live. Come into the chat, load it up. Let's all do it together. Get some real insight into these markets. If you're watching on YouTube, if you somehow got through the shadow banning that is upon us because we are delivering real-time leading information for these markets, that's the reason why we are shadow banned. Congratulations. You won. You didn't play yourself. You're here. Join the Discord. Links in the description. Open up a support ticket. Request a free Volatility starter pack. We'll start there. Other than that, once again, thank you guys that are already in the Discord. You're great. And wherever you live out on this big, beautiful blue marble, have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. Alpha Trading out.
Pop, pop.